get you a ladder so you can get off my back? I'll get on it.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
I'll get on it.
Or you can head up to this spot. For no reason, though.
You know, you never did tell me how you passed the time in that cage for so long.
No, I didn't.
So... what did you do in there?
A training exercise. I would observe an object, and then try to think of all the words in your language which began with the same letter as its name.
That? Wait, just wait. You're joking again, aren't you?
No.
You are not telling me that you played I Spy against yourself for 20 days?
There are a lot of things in Lothering that begin with G.
Okay, man. Whatever passes the time, I guess. I hear Sir Perth.
No word from the castle?
No, all is still, as it has been for days. And it is an unnatural stillness, as though there is naught in there but death.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.
That's a gift that I'm sure Liliana will want.
Make her watch over us all, in this, what may be our final hours.
So I understand the Jarl's brother placed you in charge of the village's defense. Your presence is welcome.
Why would Mother Hannah deny us the Maker's protection? I do not understand.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit I do not know quite how to address you. Is my lady sufficient?
Call me Tifa if you would.
As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
You mentioned something about your
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was the Arl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Arl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
We get no follow-up that we've gone to his house, though. Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So the knights left the castle defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
Okay, something else.
As you wish.
I have questions for you.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Where can I get supplies?
I'm not sure. Murdoch mentioned a blacksmith in the village, but I believe the militia is using everything he had. Beyond that, you might try the village store. It's locked up, but there may be items of use still within. I do not know.
What about the tavern?
Ah, a fellow named Lloyd runs it. He refuses to close and evacuate to the Chantry. I suppose he might still have something to sell you, though I wouldn't encourage dealing with a fool. He's a profiteer and nothing more.
Don't need to go into that one. But tell me about the quest for the Sacred Urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her...
So,
We knights volunteered to seek it
this is
out.
exactly
Few of us have returned.
the same.
Many are still out there, unaware. As you wish.
Still
Ask me
questions.
whatever you wish.
Oh, never mind.
As you wish.
Anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Anything else?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
That's it.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
All right, all right. I'll get on it.
Another love letter. My love, I long to dance you beneath the moonlight, our hearts beating like the paired wings of a dove, in concert with the glory of the Maker and the beauty of the world that we must shepherd in his absence. Join me in a purity that will last the ages, when the brothers mark the chant alight anew, with all my soul. Hutter's pockets, he earned it tonight. Okay.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off?
Alright, I don't think we can actually do anything else over here just yet.
Greetings, miss. No monster sightings yet. There's still time before sundown, though.
That's the entrance. Let's see. This guy says anything else though?
I can't believe how relieved I was to hear you're helping us. Maybe we do have a chance tonight.
Stop fidgeting.
I don't like being out here, Dwin. The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
And well he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar and a thief.
Well, we don't understand why we're out here.
We're out here because I say we're gonna help these people. And since I pay your wages, you're gonna do as I say.
Oh, sure, boss. Whatever you say. If I had my way, I'd be halfway to Denerim by now.
You got us out here, didn't you? We were probably safer where we were.
Probably.
These humans don't know the hilt of a sword from the pointy end. This ought to be interesting.
Okay, first, let's go ahead and talk to them.
This is who I told you about, Caitlin. They're going to save the village.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Just stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
I mean, we don't need to mention the sword.
Maker keep you safe. I won't forget you.
The Blight comes again, and
Night
Ferelden
will
is
come.
doomed. What are we to
Then it
do?
will all end.
Why has the king not
to go
come?
home.
Surely soldiers
When
could have
will this
marched
be
here by
over?
I
now.
don't think we
Where?
What do you
need
need?
to talk
There is
to
not
him
much
again.
daylight left.
Doing?
No. Do need to talk to her though.
What is it you need, child?
Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
Exactly.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
Persuasion. If it gave them confidence, then it does protect them.
I suppose if they believed in the Maker's power, that belief would inspire them somewhat. It just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Obviously, the more you do during this, increases the chance of, like, you know, more surviving and, you know, the power they have when fighting.
These are terrible times. Just terrible.
Okay, I think we have about everything done. I mean, we gotta still deliver the message anyway. So we'll go ahead and do that.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
What's your status?
We retrieved more oil from the village store. It is ready to use as our first line of defense, as you suggested. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands.
Said you wanted holy protection?
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Mother Hannah has some holy amulets. What those do?
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
Glad I could help.
I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
We don't need to question it in front of them. Anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If
Okay.
you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. As you wish, Grey.
The tavern keeper is letting the militia drink as much ale as they please and is asking for no payment.
As it should be. No sane man should have to pay for the watered-down swill they serve.
Watered down or not, drink enough of it and you'll still be under the table. I walked by half-hour ago and there was some terrible singing going on.
Oh, wonderful. I'm sure the militia will just sleep through the entire attack. That'll be helpful, won't it?
At least morale is high.
Yeah, exactly.
The Maker has blessed us.
Just need that
These
perfect
amulets will
balance.
be the key to victory over these dark creatures.
I can feel the amulet's power already. With the Maker's protection, these evil creatures cannot withstand my blade.
It is good you elected to help defend the village, but I doubt we will make it through the night.
These humans don't know the hilt of a sword from the pointy end. This ought to be interesting.
Never thought I'd get to see the boss fight. Tempted to sit back and watch.
You got us out here, didn't you? We were probably safer where we were.
Thank the Maker for Owen. This new blade. Well, it'll last through the night at least.
Thank the Maker for Owen. He's a miracle
Same
worker
thing.
with the forge.
I don't know what we would have done if Owen hadn't reopened the smithy.
It's good that you're here. We can't afford to turn any help away.
That Dwyn really knows his stuff. He was giving me some pointers earlier.
So it's being pretty helpful. Look real quick. Okay, it looks like we're alright. Murdoch. Oh.
I
Berwick.
can't believe I'm going to fight. That's what I get for mixing myself up in all this.
Alright. I think we're ready.
I hear you got the tavern serving the militia free ale now. While I don't favor my men being drunk come sundown, I suppose it helps morale to have their minds taken off what's to come. You have my thanks. Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantig and the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
Glad to hear it. Persuasion. We're not only ready, Murdoch. We're going to win.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
How's morale?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwyn's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. My men are getting free drinks at the tavern. I suppose it's better to drown your fears rather than go mad waiting for certain death. I'm tempted to have a few ales myself. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
Some questions.
Oh? Ask away.
Okay.
There's not much time
I
before
wanted to ask
sundown.
about Dwyn. Oh, here we go. I'd like to talk about Dwyn.
Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it. There's not much time before sundown.
I'm ready to make my stand. Let's wait for sundown.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
I think we've done what we can. I'm ready now.
Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
traps.
Alright.
Burn
Now,
these foul.
first thing you actually want to do is, it's not really good, is even have someone like her on aggressive and turn off certain healing effects. Because these can be used on your allies to heal them. And we want her extra damage as well. Go behind them, get ready to pack them up. There's so many targets, she doesn't have to worry about being as passive as usually. But you want to watch everyone's health and prepare to heal them when needed.
I'll get on it.
Now team back up.
What is your command?
And back up. So we're getting enough healing from that healing aura going in. Come on. No, team, come on. The more you can pull yourself out of combat, the better. Okay. We got one more.
Get you alive to that so you can get off my back.
The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help!
Alright, stay here, guard the path.
Come on! We need to hurry!
Okay. We have to have everyone survive. I think we're alright, currently. Everyone gets about like half health, we'll heal them then. Oh shit. Enough.
Is it time to kill something?
We'll also throw up a generation on him.
Now you die.
Oh, it's starting to take some damage. But I think for the moment we're still okay. I think I might take one and go ahead and heal him. Regeneration. That's good.
I love how desperate you are. You're pathetic. Let's see some
Then the trick here is just watch everyone the best you can. Keep tab held down the whole battle. He needs... Yeah, I think we'll go help him.
Right, man.
There's some people getting low, but I think we should be okay as long as they're not being targeted.
Now's better than later.
And we go for those specific ones first.
You're in a little over your head.
That one's getting a little too low. Yep, so's that one.
What is your command?
On this one. Okay, nice, that one out. That's helpful. Was about to switch over and heal that guy. This is our last one. stunted. Would stun it. Is that it? Alright, I think that's it. Everyone's getting a rest. Nice.